Good morning. Happy wake and bake. Why isn't this working? Okay. Good morning. Happy wake and bake. We are doing Matthew chapter 27. Okay. And I have never read about the death of Jesus before. I've only ever seen it. Well, I saw the Passion of the Christ, but I also understand artistic embellishment. So, we're about to read the death of Jesus for the first time. So, pardon my shit talking. But I've never read the death of Jesus before. So, take your pills. We're only a little bit late. So, take your pills. Right. Pack your bowl. Get your morning beverage or keep other people alive juice. And then let's have some morning time with La Biblay. All right, let's read about Jesus ending. When it was the morning, all the chief priests and the elders of the people took counsel against Jesus and put him to death. They bound him, led him away, and handed him over to Pilate, the governor. The death of Judas. Then Judas, the betrayer, seeing that Jesus had been condemned, what did you think was going to happen? Judas, what did you think? Good morning, baby. What do you mean, no? Oh, well, okay. Do you want a hug? Jesus is about to die. Can I have a hug? These snake ass people are about to kill Jesus. Okay. So he deeply regretted what he had done. Did you regret your Jew blood, you fucking snake? He returned the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and the elders. What did these motherfuckers say? And he told them, I have sinned in betraying innocent blood. And they said, don't tell people, like, don't show these people. Don't let these people know we're fucking snakes. Flinging the money into the temple, he departed and went off and was incompatible with life. The chief priests gathered up the money and they said, is it not lawful to deposit this into the temple treasury? For it is the price of blood. But that's where it came from. Shouldn't it go back where it came from, you ugly, stupid Jews? These people are so dumb. After standing in a circle and jerking off, they decided to buy a field for foreigners to be buried. That is why that field, even to this day, is called the Field of Blood. It's where these fake Jews should be buried. The ones that don't read their rules. Wrote a different book pretending like they didn't kill Jesus. Then what was fulfilled had been said through Jeremiah the prophet. They took the 30 pieces of silver, the value of a man with a price on his head, a price set by some of the Israelites. See, he didn't even call you guys Jews. And they paid it out for the potter's field, just as the Lord had commanded me. Jesus, questioned by Pilate. Okay. Now Jesus stood before the governor, and he questioned him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" And Jesus said, "You said that. They said that. I didn't say that." And when he was accused by the chief priests and the elders, he ain't tell them shit. He pled the fifth. When Pilate said to him, "Do you hear this?" Jesus didn't say a word. He's like, "I plead the fifth." And the governor was greatly amazed. Like, man, Jesus. I guess he found his shell. That probably didn't happen. Now, on the occasion of the feast, the governor was accustomed to release to the crowd one prisoner. And at that time, they had a notorious prisoner called Jesus Barabbas. They put his first name in the kill box, which is interesting. They put Barabbas' name in the kill box. So when they had assembled, "Hi, baby. You want to come say hi?" What's all over your legs? Okay. Well, I like your tattoo. Well, I like it. They're about to kill Jesus. So Barabbas. And when they had assembled, Pilate said to them, "Which one do you want me to release to you, Jesus or Jesus?" And Pilate knew that these people just wanted to kill Jesus because they were jealous. But we knew that because even in the future, these people live their life off of envy. Because heaven forbid anyone be better than these fake Jews. While he was seated on the bench, his wife sent him a message. "Have nothing to do with that righteous man. I suffered much in a dream because of him." It was really all bad. The chief priests and the elders persuaded the crowds to ask for Barabbas, but to destroy Jesus. These jealous ass fake Jews. The governor said to them in reply, "Which one do you want?" And they all said, Barabbas, right? And Pilate said, so what do you want me to do with Jesus? And they said, let him be crucified, crucified. And he said, what evil? What did he do? But they kept going, crucify. So when Pilate saw that he was not succeeding, but that a riot was breaking out, he took water and washed his hands in the sight of the crowd, saying, I am innocent of this man's blood. Do whatever. So the Jews are 100% responsible for killing Jesus. These people suck balls. The whole people said in reply, his blood be upon us and upon our children. This right here, you motherfuckers knew and know to this day that you killed Jesus. Fake Jews and real Jews, both of you killed Jesus. Then he released Barabbas to them. But after he had Jesus scourged, he handed him over to be crucified. Mockery by the soldiers. Then, hold on, I just need a second, because if this is as vivid as the movies, I just need a second. Just 1 second. Okay, no, hold on, I lied. Okay, now we're ready. Okay. Mockery of the soldiers. Mockery of these assholes. Then the soldiers of the governor took Jesus inside the praetorium and gathered the whole cohort around him. They stripped off his clothes and threw a scarlet military cloak on him, weaving a crown of thorns. They placed it on his head and a reed in his right hand, kneeling before him. They might have tried to been mocking him, but they kneeled before him and they called him King of the Jews. So even though it was very terrible, they still kneeled before him. And they will all kneel before him. Yeah, kneel before him, mocking or not, you still did it. They spat upon him and took the reed and kept striking him on the head. And when they had mocked him, they stripped off the cloak. They stripped the cloak and dressed him in his own clothes and led him off to crucify him. The way of the cross. Okay, as they were going out, they met a guy. They met a Cyrenian named Simon. This man they pressed into service to carry his cross. Okay, so this guy carried Jesus's cross. Okay. The crucifixion. When they came to a place called Golgotha, which means place of the skull, they gave Jesus to drink wine mixed with gall. But when he had tasted it, he refused to drink. After they had crucified him, they divided his garments by casting lots. Then they sat down and kept watch over him. And they placed over his head the written charge, "This is Jesus, King of the Jews." How is that a charge? Because he is. 2 revolutionaries were crucified with him, one on his right and the other on his left. Those passing by reviled him, shaking their heads and saying, "You who would destroy the temple and rebuild it in 3 days, save yourself. If you are the Son of God, come down from that cross." This kind of reminds me of a Tool song. I mean, it's very non-Jesus like. Well, it's actually anti-Jesus, but that lyric is in there, and I read it, and it's like, Tool, Tool. Likewise, the chief priests with the scribes and elders mocked him and said, "He saved others, but he cannot save himself. So he is King of Israel." That's not what it says, King of Israel. This proves that you don't read your fucking book, because it doesn't say that. That's not what your book said, you dumb son of a bitch. Look, these people. "Let him come down from the cross now, and we will believe in him." Yeah, you Jews don't have faith. You will never have faith. You guys like to pretend because you think God will always save you. But he's already said, no, he's not going to. You stupid sons of bitch. No, I didn't mean that. These are God's. They were God's people. He trusted in God. Let him deliver him now if he wants to. For he said, "I am the Son of God." No, he never said that. He said, "You said that." You said that. He didn't say that. You said that. That's how backwards you people are. You even put words in God's mouth. You people are disgusting. Then and now. You can't be trusted. The revolutionaries who were crucified with him also kept abusing him in the same way. Yeah, so why would Jesus save the one guy on the cross? If they were both making fun of him, there ain't no way. The death of Jesus. Here we go. From noon onward, darkness came over the whole land until 3 in the afternoon. So it was the hot of the day. And about 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock, Jesus cried out in a loud voice, "Eli, Eli, lema sabachthani," which means, my God, why have you forsaken me? In your heart forsaken me, says Mother Down. Some of the bystanders who heard it said, This one is calling for Elijah. No, he's not, unless Elijah was the father. So, are they like inferring Elijah's God? Because it says father. So is Elijah father? I don't know. Immediately, one of them ran to get a sponge. He soaked it in wine and put it on the reed. He gave it to him to drink. But the rest said, "Wait, let us see if Elijah comes to save him." But he said, "Father, not Elijah, though." So is Elijah father? See, I need to reread that book and find out. But Jesus cried out again in a loud voice and gave up the spirit. So does that mean he closed his eyes? Never mind, shut up, Nikki. And behold, the veil of the sanctuary was torn in two from top to bottom. The earth quaked and rocks were split. Tombs were open, and the bodies of many saints who had fallen asleep were raised. And coming forth from their tombs after his resurrection. So did the zombies come after Jesus came back? Never mind. They entered the holy city and appeared to many. The centurion and the men with him who were keeping watch over Jesus feared greatly when they saw the earthquake and all that was happening, and they said, "Truly, this was the Son of God." Oh, you think, you son of a... There were many women there looking on from a distance who had followed Jesus from Galilee, ministering to him. Among them were Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James and Joseph, and the mother of the sons of Zebedee. So none of them were Jesus's mom. None of them were Jesus's mom. The burial of Jesus. When it was evening, there came a rich man from Arimathea named Joseph, who himself was a disciple of Jesus. Okay, so Joseph's mom's name is Mary. She came with Jesus. And he went to Pilate and asked for the body of Jesus. Then Pilate ordered it to be handed over. Taking the body, Joseph wrapped it in clean linen and laid it in his new tomb that he had hewn in the rock. Then he rolled a huge stone across the entrance to the tomb and departed. But Mary Magdalene and the other Mary remained sitting there facing the tomb. Okay, this was not Jesus's mom. This was Joseph's mom. The guard at the tomb. Here we go. The next day, the next day. So, was it day 3? Okay. The one following the day of preparation, the chief priests and the Pharisees gathered before Pilate. Okay, is this going on? This might be going on day 3. And said, "Sir, we remember that this impostor..." Really? 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 You're going to say imposter? You fake Jews are going to call Jesus an imposter. Really? You pretend fucking Jews. But anyway, while still alive, he said, after 3 days, I will be raised up. That's not what he said. That's what you said. Unless you know Jesus was the temple. I hate these people. Give orders, then, that the grave be secured until the 3rd day. Okay, so this must be day 2. Lest his disciples come and steal him and say to the people, he has been raised from the dead. This last impostor will be worse than the first. You mean all of you imposters. You pretend as Jews. Pilate said to them, go do whatever. Go do whatever. So they sent and secured the tomb by fixing a steel to the stone and setting the guard. All right. Sorry about that. I will be back tonight with the last chapter. This was an intense ass chapter, and it's nothing like what the movie said. Like, at all. And we learned somebody else carried Jesus's cross. So, what does that mean? And we learned Jesus wasn't naked until he was already up on the cross. So think about it. These people got him naked, put clothes on him. Put a cloak on him. Got him naked again, put new clothes on him, and then got him naked again. What does that say about these people? They enjoy playing Barbie? I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching. Good morning. Take your pills and have the greatest day ever.